Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Gen Y Fantastic Millennials Sunday evening call or daytime, wherever you are in the world. Very warm welcome to this call. We're super excited to share with you what we have in our hands, which has just been such a gift to all of us and such a blessing to be able to work with such amazing people all over the world. This business that we've all been blessed with is really, truly international, and we really wanted to bring you something that was going to show how you can make friends with anybody all over the world just from the beautiful thing called a mobile phone. So I'm Natasha Minter. If you've never heard of me before, then hi. I'm actually living in London right now. I just got back from 6 weeks in the States, so fighting jet lag like never before. And I'm really blessed with this business. It's really allowed me the last 3 years to be able to live life a bit more on my terms and be able to support my modeling career. It's helped me with the idea of what it's like to run a business. So I've actually started another business. And more than anything, it's really given me the inspiration and the empowerment to really realize that I'm worthy and that I can have anything I want in my life as long as I work hard enough for it. So tonight we're bringing you basically just a really brief introduction into what it is that we do and how we're all connected. The company we're all connected through is a wonderful company called Juice Plus, and we all have our own brand names on top of that. So Juice Plus was actually created, oh my God, I think like 30 years ago now, not even. And what we're going to do is just really introduce the products to you, really introduce how we work that into a program, share some stories, and then we're going to switch gears with the business. So first of all, I'm really excited to introduce Molly to this. I'm going to let her take it away with the product presentation.
Hey Tosh, thanks. My name's Molly, and I live in the United States. I'm from Missouri, and I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of what our products are and what we're all about. The Juice Plus company, our goal is to enrich the world with the best nutrition. And so I'll give you a rundown of our products, but I'll also kind of tell you what enriching the world with the best nutrition means to us. That means that our farming, our process improvements, our drying encapsulation processes, and regulatory issues are always top notch. The company is always looking to innovate our products to be the best. So moving on to our products, what we are, the Juice is 30 whole foods that are minimally processed, and the Plus is the added micronutrients that we use to standardize and our probiotics and prebiotics. So at the core of that, we have our core 4, which I'll show you guys. We have our fruits, our veggies, we have our berries, and our new omega blends. So what these are, they are 30 fruits, veggies, and berries that are dried and encapsulated to give us the bridge between what we eat and what we don't eat through our micronutrition. It's super simple. It's the easiest, most convenient, most affordable way to get in the most nutrition possible, which I love. If you guys are like me, I'm always on the go, and it's really hard for me to get in the variety that Juice Plus offers and also to afford it. And so it's really cool that they've offered a product line that allows that. On top of that, our new product is our omegas. I don't know if anybody takes a fish oil currently, but they're kind of, you get that fishy taste that nobody really likes. And the really neat thing about our omegas is that fish don't actually make omegas, plants do. And so the product line that we're offering is super unique. It has omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which is unreal. That's so much goodness. And it's all from plant-based sources. So that's just super exciting that, we're taking the fish out of the production line, and we're really giving you that natural plant-based blend that's a much higher quality. So from there, we just have a couple more products left. We have our Complete, and we were just at a conference and they said, quit calling Complete protein because it is so much more than that. Complete is our fuel. This has 17 plants and 13 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber that feed that good bacteria and that really heal your gut. We do an amazing program with our Complete that it's changed my life and changed so many other people's lives. So yeah, these are our little secret weapons. With the Complete line as well, there are some nutritional bars. There's the dark chocolate and there's a berry one as well. And these are great for your on the go snacks. So yeah, those are our products. You know, we keep a narrow product line so that we can reach more people, which is just super exciting. And, you know, our aim is really that no other company can touch our nutrition. You know, we're top of the line. I just want to go into my product story. Cycle back 4 years ago, I was in a state of chronic fatigue, and I was a member of the Antibiotic of the Month Club. I don't know if anybody else has been like that before, but I was constantly on an antibiotic. I was sleeping all the time, and I was a new nurse, and that doesn't really work. You know, if you're sick and tired, how can you care for the other people who are sick and tired? Insert Juice Plus into my life. My energy immediately boosted. You know, I work night shift and I don't drink caffeine. I don't do any other things. I use my plant power. You know, plants have the power to give you everything you need, which I love. And I can happily say I have only been sick twice in the last 3 years, which is amazing. You know, just how healing the body, how the power of plants heals the body. So those are our products. I want to throw it back over to Tosh to introduce who's next.
Awesome. Thanks, Molly. That was awesome. Now we are going to run over to Jenny in Canada, who's going to share her story, how it's affected her and her son.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Jenny. So my story started a little over a year ago. I lost my job and I had a car accident that really hurt my back and neck, left me with a bunch gaining weight, unhappy. I was really depressed and my anxiety got really bad. I never had any energy or motivation after that to do anything, and I wanted to be able to run around and enjoy my 6-year-old. I also woke up 5 to 6 nights a week due to my chronic pain from tossing and turning. My digestion was horrible. I was always bloated. My hair, skin, and nails was really bad. My nails cracked all the time. My hair was really dry and frizzy, and I had really bad acne and redness to my skin. And since being on the products, and along with our Train, Eat, Think program, I can happily say that I've lost 30 pounds, which is just over 2 stones. I've got lots of energy. My digestion is so much better. My anxiety and depression are a lot better. My hair, skin, and nails as well. My nails no longer break and crack. My hair is so much softer, and it's been growing faster. So, and for my son, he's on the Chews, which through our child health study. And before the Chews, he used to have meltdowns. He used to have distractions in class, and I was getting phone calls all the time from school, having to go get him. And he used to struggle with focus as well as he struggled to learn how to read. And since being on the Chews, he's had no more meltdowns, no more distractions, no more phone calls, no tone. He's got a lot better of a focus, and he's gone from below grade reading level to above grade reading level, which is, for me, just amazing to hear and to know that I'm able to do something for my son's health as well as my health. And since being on the products, we've both noticed amazing changes, and never going to go back. I'm going to hand it back over to Tash.
Awesome. So just to recap on what Jenny just said, we actually give free products to children, anyone under the age of 21. So you can be an adult and you can get your own capsules, and you'll sponsor anyone under 21. You don't have to be related to them, and they'll get free products up to 4 years. So that's obviously a really amazing thing that we're really proud of that the Juice Plus company does. So now I'm going to jump over to Jessica and take it back to the north of England.
Hi. Thank you, Tasha. Hi, yeah, so I have been in the business since October of last year. I was previously a customer before on the products, but yeah, I've only been in the business since October. So yeah, I am on all the products, so all the capsules, all the shakes, and I can honestly say that they are the most amazing things for me. Before the products, I'm quite active. I do a lot of hours in my job. I do anything from 50 to 70 hours, so I needed the energy to get me through them hours. On my days off, I did nothing because I was just far too tired from all the time I've worked. So I'd just lounge around binge watch TV, and I was doing nothing with my life. And my work caused me a lot of stress, so I had really bad breakouts all the time. I just had no confidence in myself whatsoever, and Juice Plus was a godsend to me, really. So I've got on the products. My sister introduced them to me, got onto the products, and since then my skin has never been as good. Like, it's just amazing. I have no breakouts now, and my energy is sky high. On my days off, I can go to the gym, I can do my adult errands, I can do everything I want to in my days off. And I still get tired at the end of the day, but I know I've been able to get through my day to be able to do everything what I need to do, because the products have helped me through the day, and I've not just sat at home and done nothing. And yeah, the products they've just been amazing. They just make me so much more positive, so much more confident and happier in myself. And yeah, the business has been a godsend, so I can't fault it at all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica. So we're now going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to jump over to Sylvia, who's in New York, but she's actually from Italy. So she's going to just introduce the business.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Tash, for having me on your call. Very excited. So guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my story, about what happened in the past 2 years since I got introduced to Juice Plus. So I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions. Who think they should be paid more in their work? And who think they are not appreciated enough for the value they bring to their working place? Okay, so you know exactly where I was 2 years ago. I was working in retail. I was that tired all the time. I was working 60 hours a week. I was promised a promotion for like 3 years, and it would just never arrive. So I was pretty frustrated, but I had always worked in retail. I didn't have a degree, didn't have any other experience, so I basically felt like I had no escape. That's exactly when Juice Plus was introduced to me 2 years ago, and I could never imagine how my life would be transformed by that single decision of saying yes to the product and to the business. The product did amazing things for me. I was always tired. I used to suffer with really bad migraines. I suffer with chronic asthma. Well, in the past 2 years, first of all, I don't even drink coffee anymore, and I used to literally spend half of my salary at Starbucks. I don't have migraines anymore. I never had a migraine in 2 years. I never got sick in 2 years, and my asthma got so much better that I now take 1/6 of the medication I used to take 2 years ago. So the product did amazing things for me, but the business did as well. So let me just tell you, let me ask you, what if you could find a business that allow you to have more free time, that allow you to have more choices, that allow you to make more money, and also to feel appreciated for what you do, and really to be rewarded for the work you put in? And what if this business would also brought you in a community that almost becomes a family and supports your success? So that's exactly what I found 2 years ago. What I was 2 years ago was a frustrated retail job worker. What I am today, I'm a free person that has been working from home for the past 1.5 years, traveling every time she wants, making amazing friends through a business that make me just wake up every morning with a sense of purpose. So let me tell you a little bit about what we do. You have heard about the products already. Let me tell you about how our business works. So what we do is literally we just share something we're passionate about. Let's say you go to a new restaurant tonight and you love the food, you love the service, the prices are good. So what do? You just talk to it about your friends, right? Or you can maybe post a picture of your meal on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, this is exactly what we do. The only difference is that the restaurant would not pay you, our company does. So that's pretty amazing, because I always say I would talk about the products anyway. So I want to show you a huge difference between a traditional business like the one I used to work in and our business. So how my former company used to work, it was like this. It was this kind of structure. I started from here as a part-time shop assistant with like the minimum wage, basically. In the first 3 or 4 years I got here, I became a store manager. There were so many levels here that I would just never reach. Here at the top, there was only room for one CEO. Let me tell you, like, I met my CEO twice in 7 years. Do you think I would ever have the chance to become the CEO? I don't think so, honestly. So let me show you how Juice Plus works instead. This is how our company works. We all start from here as distributors, and there are levels as in every company, but what's different is here at the top level there is room for everyone, so everyone can reach any level they want to. And the other amazing thing is that we grow only helping other people. So we grow all together or we don't grow at all. Pretty different from a traditional business where people are just fighting for the next promotion and for $50 in their paycheck, right? So actually what happened to me is that in 2 years in the business, I went from here to here. In 2 years, guys, I didn't even have a pay raise in 2 years in my old job. So this is just mind-blowing for me. I'm still not sure this is real life, honestly, but guess what? It is. So I really hope this clarified ideas about what we do a little bit, and I'm just gonna pass over to Tasha for her vision on the business and her business story.
Awesome. That was so great, Sylvia. I could listen to you tell your story over and over again. So for me, I think first I'll share the second half of the business. So in terms of the business, what's really amazing is who here gets paid 3 ways from their current job? Not anybody, right? And that's because normal corporate world, or if you're like, I was a waitress, like you never get paid more than one way. With this business, what's really amazing is you get paid in 3 ways. So the first way is retail. So what that means is you sell a product by sharing how that's changed your life or perhaps some of your team members or your friends' lives, and then they recommend that product to someone else, and it duplicates like that. But what happens is Juice Plus, they ship the product from your virtual office that you can use anywhere in the world. Like I just said, I've just been all over America for 6 weeks and I was still putting in orders in everywhere I went. So all you need is a data connection. You put in your order on your virtual office and Juice Plus ships the product directly to your customer's house. So it's really hassle-free, really simple to do. There is no way in hell that I would be able to carry around products all over the world if it wasn't for Juice Plus doing the direct shipping. So that's the first way, retail. The second way is commission. So when you start growing a team, you make a commission of every single thing that your team does too. So the company pays your team, they pay you, and of course they pay your team, your direct person, and they pay you. And the reason for that is because you're helping your team. So you deserve a bit of a paycheck too, right? So of course you can duplicate and you can grow and you can have as wide a team as you like. The third way is bonuses. So I've been a waitress pretty much all my life since I was 15. I'm 25 now. And I never got a bonus in my job. Never, ever, ever. And now I'm also a model. I've been a model for 2 years. I never got a bonus for being a model. And what I love about this company is every promotional level that you have after the first one, you get a bonus at every single level. And that is the same in every single country. So I'm not going to talk too much about currency because obviously we're super international and currencies change a little bit. But what I will say is there's a bonus for everybody available. And also what's really amazing, if you're in America, the reason I really hit upon this is because obviously in America, everybody has to buy their own healthcare. When you get to NMD, which is the pinnacle position in this business, which Sylvia just hit last month, woohoo, you actually get free private health care from Juice Plus for you and your whole family. So that's pretty amazing. Like, I think if you're in America and you're paying like tons of money, and I actually heard that in America, some people actually have to like be eligible in their job to do certain things in order to get this. And I just think that's crazy. Like, so we won't go into that, but I'll take you now to my story. So I really could spend half an hour talking about my story, but I'm really not going to do that. So my story is, I'm 25 now. My mum probably found this business maybe like 8 years ago, maybe 6 to 8 years ago. And I was like, you're skeptical, Susan. I was like, you are part of a scam. Mum, you've joined a cult. What are you on? And I was so against my mum being part of something that was so positive and empowering that for 3 years, I told her she was part of absolute trash. Like I was rude to my mum. So eventually I started taking the products, and of course the product changed my life. It's just to kind of hit me in the face. So long story short, I worked this business around my waitressing career. It quickly started paying me more than I ever got paid as a waitress. Then life happened and I quit my business for a little bit. I didn't quit my business, but I quit on myself because I just gave up. I was like, you know what? It's really too hard to believe in myself sometimes. It's really hard being positive every day. And then eventually I came to my senses after about a year, and I was like, oh, wow, these people still want me back. And no one ever cut ties with me. If I ever left my waitressing job and I went back after a year, number one, the same people wouldn't even be there. Number two, they would never welcome me back with open arms, and I wouldn't be still getting paid from a job that I hadn't done for a year. So that was really interesting to me, that I was still getting paid a residual income over the year from the customers that I had built at the beginning of my business. So I now fast forward you to now where I am. I would say I properly restarted my business about 18 months ago, and it's been the best thing I ever did. I work alongside a full-time modeling career. Full-time models are never full-time, like 40 hours a week. That just doesn't exist, by the way. So you always need something to help you and support you. I also started a traditional business and realized that my business with Juice Plus is so simple compared to a traditional business. Like, you won't believe. Anyone that has a traditional business knows that. And I also just will get to pick up my phone and go traveling for 6 weeks and not worry about whether I'm still going to get paid or not for my business. So that's my favorite things about this. That's why I'm still doing this. That's why I'll probably always do it. And I can't wait to see where we go next with this. So I'm now going to introduce one of my wonderful team members, Rebecca, who's actually in the north of England. So when I rebranded, my Juice Plus brand, we named it Healthy and Empowered. Rebecca's been there with me pretty much since the beginning, 18 months ago. And I'm super blessed to have this woman in our team. So I'm just going to let her share.
Thank you. So, yes, it's been a whirlwind of 18 months. I think that's roughly how long I've been in as well now. So I originally joined straight away. I said yes to both the products and the business. So I first connected with Tasha through a fitness page on Facebook. Similar interest between us, and we were talking about the program, and she told me about the opportunity with the business and the products, and it just screamed at me to say yes and take the opportunity with both hands and just run with it. So the products made sense anyway to me because I'm into my health and my fitness. So who wouldn't want to take capsules that mean you get all your fruit and veg and more a day? Like, it just makes complete sense. So the products are amazing anyway, but the business for me is what drew me in. And it was because I could see the community, I could see the support and what it could bring for me. And that's definitely and more what it's done for me my whole life. So since being in the business, I've been through probably the worst but best year and a half of my life. So I've gone through relationship breakups, family problems, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, you name it. I've been through it in the past 18 months. But what I've always had every single day without fail is my team. It's my girls around me, and guys as well, but our team is mainly girls at the minute. But I've had them all around me, supporting, chucking all the positivity at me they can. And, I've had my bad days because you do, it's life, we're human, we have bad days. And it's not a bad thing to admit that. But the best thing about this is that you can have the support of your team so that you can get back up even on that bad day, and you can reset and you can make it the best day. Our favorite quote is never give up on a bad day. So you might have had a bad 5 minutes in the morning. Don't milk that to make that a bad day, because that's a waste of a day. And that's the biggest thing I've learned from this team. We all have the bad days, but it's just about what you do with that day. So yeah, and this team and this business is going to allow me to do what I want in life. I currently have a job that I actually do quite enjoy, but I do want to leave it, and I want to go travel, and I want to be my own boss, which is what this business is going to allow me to do. And I think that's amazing. And I look up to so many people in this business, Sylvia being one of them. The way she's excelled in this business and she's been in it, I look up to her so much. And one day I'll be in that position with all my girls, and I cannot wait for that. And that is why I'll always do this business. So back to Tasha, I think.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rebecca. One of my favorite things about this team, about this business, is that you find friends online that you never met before, and you develop a relationship and they become your sisters. You know what I mean? So for me, that's everything. I'm now going to introduce you to Amelie, who's our last story of the day. And Amelie is actually someone I met at an event, and we just basically never connected again for a year. Then we reconnected, and now very quickly she's become another one of those sisters that I have in my sisterhood. And she's not in my team. She's not even in the team that me and Sylvia are in. Yet it's so beautiful to see that you can just connect with people that have the right mindset, that want to push forward and help you elevate forward too. Like, there aren't many jobs in the world that do that. So Amelie, please share your story.
Yes, thank you, Tasha, and hi, everyone. So my name is Amelie, and yes, so my story actually probably started when I moved to England. So I grew up in Spain, and coming to England, I wasn't really as healthy as I wanted to be. I think I kind of got a sugar addiction, and I really just ate really unhealthy, so that really had issues to my confidence, and I wasn't really happy with myself for many years. And going then to London, I started to remember, you know, what it is I want to do and how to feel better. So I started looking after myself, and that's how I stumbled across really how important and how much of a difference Juice Plus made for me, especially because I actually lost 15 kilograms, which is, I think, 2 stone in England, and I'm not really quite sure. And it was a huge shock because all of a sudden I had confidence and I felt really good. And I didn't have that for a long time, even though growing up, I was always the fastest, always with fitness and very, very, you know, healthy. So going to England, it kind of was a shock for me. And I really needed to find myself. I needed to, you know, focus on the good, focus on adding things to my lifestyle instead of always pitying myself and saying, oh, why is this happening to me? So I kind of retook control of my lifestyle. And yeah, the people around me just realized how different I was and how happy. And I think it's a lot to do as well with self-love. You know, I think it also comes together with fitness and really developing this. So at the time, I was studying environmental science with business management here in London in Queen Mary's. And I enjoyed the studying course I was doing, and I've always worked in different things. So I've done internships. I've worked for wedding designers. So yeah, normal designers. I was an assistant. I was working in renewable energy companies. My family always wanted me to always work alongside everything, and then of course I could travel and do the things I wanted to do. And I always loved, alongside university, that I had Juice Plus accompanying me, which was amazing. And then I went into my first job straight after university. So I was working corporate, 11-hour job. I was working Saturdays, you know, really, really pushing for it. And I think out of 7 of our trainees, there was only 3 left because there was so much pressure. And I was exhausted. Like, I just knew that this is not what I imagined myself doing for the next 5 years. And I think that a lot of people, when they're young, they feel kind of forced, and they think this is how it's meant to be, that we get, you know, like, for example, bankers, that we go into usual routines, that we work really long hours, but it's not like that. And I started doing Juice Plus on the side because I saw how much fun it was. And when I went to an event and I saw people in Amsterdam, you know, a group of young people, and I think it's so nice to have a community around this that support you, which push you to do greater things and to really believe in yourself. And when I saw this, it just kind of shook me, and I thought, why have I not thought about this before? Because my family's been involved with this for more than 20 years as well. But I think I needed to see a moment to see this as something for me. And that's the great thing where, you know, all of us, especially here on the call, it's a group of young people who are succeeding. You know, we work a lot with social media, and it's a real blessing that I don't have to now go back to my full-time job, because I actually quit my job. And now it's really flexible. I can travel. I also have a team, and I love that Tasha's here in London as well. So we get to do different things and really take control. And, you know, if we decide to go to Spain or to Germany or maybe to Thailand, we can do it. And it doesn't have to be just for a limited amount of time, how it usually is in a normal employed job. But actually, it's as much as you want. And that's the great thing, is that you can really take control of your happiness, of your well-being, of your life, and where you want to go, because it's really up to you. And, you know, I've gone the traditional job routine, 11-hour days and Saturdays. And, you know, I prefer being with friends and having fun and choosing your friends, because actually you make new ones that really inspire you. So I literally am so happy with this. And I don't think I could ever go back to a desk job. So no, it's really done so much. And yeah, it's so much fun. And I was happy to see some of you at our last event. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Emily. So guys, as you can tell, like, this is just something that we're all really passionate about, but it all comes from inside of us. Each of us have a story. There's no right or wrong way to share your story with this. That's why everybody's story form, because we all have different experiences. It doesn't really matter who you are or where you're from or what you believe or who you might currently spend your time with or what you might currently do. As long as you can see that this is something that you could do, then worry about the rest later. Because I think what a big question that I have that from a lot of people is, you know, do I have to sell something? And the truth is, really, if you found something that changed your life, changed the way that you look, it changed the way that you feel, would you want to share that with people or not? Like, it literally just goes down to that. That's the bottom line. And for me, I now understand why my mom wouldn't shut up for 3 years about this, because it helped her so much, and it helped my sisters and my stepdad. And I was just so adamant that it was never going to help me. And lo and behold, of course it did. So the truth is, when you find something deep within you that you know that you can share this with other people, and the beautiful thing is with this is by helping other people, you help yourself, and you create a life that really you create a life that you really want to. Like, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Okay, that's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much. Please get back to the person that invited you to watch this webinar. And that's all. That's all, folks. Bye.